One key takeaway from the General Mills case study is how even though they failed at making a low carb cereal, they still went and made a whole grain, but instead they did a lot more research. For example, they didn't want consumers to not like it at all, and they wanted it to still sell well. So they did a lot more research. They did over 9,000 tests for consumers to make sure that they liked it, would still buy it, even though it's whole grain. And a lot of the tests said, oh, it's even better, it's tastes the same. So they went and did a lot of research to make sure it would not fail. Another thing is adding the cereal bars and making them whole grain, because some people can't sit down and eat cereal every day. So that the cereal bars make it for a quick breakfast and making it whole grain. One connection relating to the book would be brand positioning, because when they first changed to whole grain, they had to make new packages, but they wanted the packaging to still have the younger kids like it, as well as make sure it had everything relating to the government that needed to be on there. For example, making sure it all said whole grain. And so when they made the packages, they made it very like brightly colored. They made it really like cool designs so younger kids would still like the cereal. And this matters for the company's marketing decision because it shows how they worked hard to make sure they understand what their consumers wanted, as well as made sure that it had the right stuff on the box to make sure it still fit the guidelines needed placed in order for the government. And they just did a lot of research, making sure that this is what overall people would want, and so it would not fail. And I think this case study was very interesting and important.